The owl, small, about the size of a gardening glove, seems at first to be looking at Isabel, but after Isabel has adjusted herself to its gaze, is clearly looking only in Isabel's vicinity, staring not only at her, but at the room in which she stands, at the bedside table with its unlit lamp and its copy of last month's Atlantic, at the wall behind the table with its framed photograph of the kids, a professional black and white in which they are disquietingly innocent, docile-looking versions of themselves. The owl aims its unblinking feline eyes at everything on Isabel's side of the window glass, does not appear to distinguish between Isabel and the lamp and the photograph, does not comprehend or care that she is alive, and the rest of it is not. She and the owl remain briefly in place, eyes locked, before the owl flies away, so effortlessly that it seems not to beat its wings at all, but merely to consent to flight. It arcs up and vanishes. There is in its departure a sense of abdication, as if its presence in the tree outside the window had been a mistake, an unintended opening in the fabric of the possible, quickly and efficiently rectified. The owl seems already to have been a waking dream of Isabel's, which would make sense, given that she was not able to sleep at all last night. She can usually manage a few hours. That another day's difficulties are about to roll in, Robbie still hasn't found another place to live, Derek isn't likely to give up on the reshoot, and that soon she'll be compelled to join it all, to muster the most convincing possible manifestation of herself. A person who can do everything that's required of her. The owl has disappeared. The jogger has jogged on. The man in the dress has gone into his building. There's only the shoe repair man, who has turned on the shop's fluorescent light, a light that does not radiate from behind the glass of the shop's window, does not offer any added illumination to the street. Isabel has no idea whether the shoe repair man, to whom she has never spoken, she has her shoes fixed in Midtown, opens so early because he's escaping some ongoing domestic struggle, or if he's merely eager to revisit his rectangle of light, because he takes pleasure in turning on the blue neon sign that says, Shoe Hospital. Isabel really should start taking her shoes to him, if only because he thinks of his shop as a shoe hospital. And in reactivating the 3-foot-tall mannequin in the window, a sun-bleached raccoon that sits at a cobbler's bench, raising and lowering a miniature hammer, which, now that the shoe repair man has switched it on again, now that the shoe hospital sign blazes gas blue and the animal has resumed its labors, will do as an announcement of the start of the day. If Wolf were real, he'd be the elusive figure at the heart of the story. He'd be the animated, friends-encircled guy you fail to meet at a party, the athletic-looking stranger glimpsed as he strides off the B train, the prince whose kiss might fix everything if he were able to find you comatose in your glass casket deep in the woods. Wolf's 3,407 followers all feel more or less the same about him. He's one of those guys who appear not only to be getting what they want, but to want what they're getting. Wolf's followers like his chronicle of his own dailiness. They like his sable-stubbled, off-center beauty. He's both fabulous and obtainable, a regular guy with the volume turned up a little, the lights on full. He's the handsomest man who'll follow through, who'll stick around, who sees it in you, that you-ness that seems to escape the notice of others, or fails to hold their interest over time. Wolf is fascinated by your gorgeousness of person. He's 30-ish. He's ready to commit. He doesn't need to be the prettiest person in the room, though there's nothing he can do about the fact that more often than not, he's the most magnetic. He emanates. And yet, he's innocent of vanity. He's hot for now. He benches 200, has no idea about the way water beads in his curls when he steps out of the shower, doesn't clock the boys who clock his pecs and abs in the locker room, and nurtures no pre-regrets about the future, when he'll be nearsighted a few pounds.